Hello students, we are going to start with chapter 3 subtraction today. We have already done chapter 1. We have concept of comparing numbers. We have completed chapter 2 addition, and now we will do subtraction. Because comparing of numbers, which number is bigger or smaller, this concept is required for doing subtraction. So it is very important that you have cleared all your concept. Your concept of comparing number should be clear before we start with subtraction. You should also have the knowledge of addition before we start with subtraction. So make sure that you have no doubts with the earlier two chapters. Because addition and subtraction and comparison of numbers are some very real and practical things that we go through our everyday life. Without knowing that we are doing addition and subtraction, we do it every day. Let us move to an example. In the Let's Go exercise given in your book, a story is given. Let us read. Jitu and his father decorated a wall in their house with stickers. They put some stickers on the wall. The next day, they saw that some stickers had fallen on the floor. They wanted to know how many stickers have fallen off. How do you think they will find out? Now you can see, children, without counting the stickers fallen on the floor, we can find out how many stickers had fallen. Look at the pictures. In this picture, you can see the number of stars sticked on the wall is more than the number of stars on this wall. So if we count the number of stars of this wall and subtract the number of stars from this wall, we will get to know that how many stars had fallen off. We go through some more example, some more daily life experience like this. Say, for example, you had 5 toffees. You had 5 toffees in the morning with you. Someone gave you 5 toffees. In the evening, a friend comes. Your mother asks you to give 2 toffees to your friend. You have given 2 toffees to your friend. Then how many toffees will be left with you? 5 minus 2 is 3. So at night, when you go to your father, you have told your father that, "Father, I have only 3 toffees." Your father asks that, why you have 3 toffees? What happened to the other toffees? Now you are telling the story to your father that I have 3 toffees now. In the evening I gave 2 toffees to my friend because I had 5 toffees in the morning. So note one thing, children, from this story, that we have created an subtraction statement and an addition statement with the number of toffees. Notice here that 5 minus 2 is equal to 3. Again, when 3 and these 2 are added, we got this 5. This 5 is this 5. This means when two numbers are subtracted, the result of subtraction, when added to the other number, we get the earlier number, the first number from which the number was subtracted. I will give you one more example. Say 10 minus 8. 10 minus 8 is 2. So, what will be the addition statement for this subtraction statement? How will I know that my subtraction is correct? By creating the addition statement, we can verify our subtraction. These 2 will be added to this 8. 2 plus 8 is equal to 10. When this 2 and this 8 is added, we got the answer 10. This is equal to this 10. So when these two numbers are matching, this means this subtraction and this addition both are correct. At any case, if you see that this number and this number are not matching, this means either your subtraction is wrong or the addition that you have done is not correct. I will explain some more things with some more example. Each addition statement can be written in two ways. Say 2 plus 4 is equal to 6. Again 4 plus 2 is equal to 6. 2 plus 4 and 4 plus 2 are the same thing. Two addition statement for the same numbers. 2, 4 and 6. 2, 4 and 6. The numbers are same but the addition statements are different. Using these numbers, we can create subtraction statements also. Like 6 minus 2 is equal to 4. Again 6 minus 4 is equal to 2. Notice here, children, the number that we are subtracting from is same. 6 minus 2, 2 is subtracted from 6. 6 minus 4, 4 is subtracted from 6. When 6 minus 2 is 4 and 4 minus 2 is 6. This number is unchanged. And notice one more thing, that 6 is a bigger number than 2. 6 is also a number bigger than 4. 6 is a number bigger than 4. 6 is a number bigger than 2. For doing subtraction, these numbers which are bigger or smaller, this concept should be very much clear. You cannot subtract a smaller number from a bigger number. 4 minus 6 is not possible. 2 minus 6 is not possible. Whereas while adding, it does not matter that the numbers we are writing bigger or smaller at first or second. For addition, it all means the same. But for subtraction, only a smaller number can be subtracted from a bigger number. I will give you some more example, it will be clear. For example, say 44 minus 21. 44 is a bigger number and 21 is smaller than 44. So let's start subtracting. Subtraction also starts from ones digit. This is the ones column and this is the tens column. Subtraction will also start from this right hand column, this ones column. So 4 minus 1 is 3 and 4 minus 2 is 2. These are simple subtraction. You have done this in your earlier classes. So there is nothing new in this. Now, if the number is 44 minus 27, how will you do this subtraction? This is called subtraction with regrouping. 44 is a number bigger than 27. But when it comes to the ones column, this is the ones column, this is the tens column. When it comes to the ones column, if I ask you to do the subtraction, you may think that 4 is smaller than 7. Then how will I do the subtraction? This is something new that you are going to learn today. When 4 is smaller than 7, when the ones digit is smaller than when the ones digit on the top is smaller than the ones digit at the bottom, you have to follow this procedure. We call this borrowing. We have to borrow 1 from this number. The number at the left, the number at the tens column will give you 1. Now this is 4 tens. This is 4 tens. 4 tens means 40. So if I take 1 from this 4, 1/10, this will be 1/10. The value of this 1 is 1/10. I will be taking 1/10 from here. So 1/10 means 1010. This 1010, when added to this 4, the value of this 4 becomes 10 plus 4 is equal to 14. So the value of this number will be 14 now. This is no more a 4, this is a 14. And this number, this 4 has given 1. So this 4 changes to 3. The value of this 4 has reduced to 3 because this 4 has given away 1/10. That 1/10 is added to this number, so the value of this number is 14 now. Now we will do the subtraction. 14 minus 7. This is no more a 4, this is a 14 now. 14 minus 7 is 7, and this 4 has become 3. So 3 minus 2 is 1. This is the result of subtraction that we got. That when 27 is subtracted from 44, we get 17. Now we will check our subtraction is correct or not. As I have shown you in the earlier example, we will write this 17 here. 17 plus this 27. 17 plus 27. We will add up and we will see that we get 44 or not. 7 plus 7 is 14. 4 written. 1 carried. 1 plus 1, 2. 2 plus 2, 4. So we got 44 here. This 44 we got over here also. This means the subtraction is done correctly. 44 minus 27 is 17. Again 17 plus 27 is equal to 14. This is called verification of subtraction. So I hope if you will watch the video more than once, everything will be clear to you. Watch it 5 times and see all your doubts will be clear. Stay healthy, students.